They'll open completely this weekend. Shanksville's not done. That grieves me a bit. Because when I think about what 43 people did in 30 minutes, 1 half an hour, given that we've had 10 years to finish it, I think we should have had it done already. Thousands of people have got to the point where we are made one complete. I know that thousands more will help us get the rest of it finished. So I thank you for supporting the San Diego Foundation. 93 cents flat and free. 1 hour, just one. Pre-pack. Another special blessing that I want to share with you is really the most important thing. The most important thing that I have to say to you today, given the time that is. The Beamer household, the Beamer clan, are people of faith. We're Christians. I'm having a message from God right now. We live in a land where we have the liberty, the free will that our Creator intended to decide to choose our religion or not. We have an enemy. We have an enemy, a real one, whose intent and objective is to take that liberty, that freedom of choice, every other liberty that we've come to know and experience and appreciate over our lifetimes away. To transform our culture, to make it an Islamic state, to one day fly the flag of Islam over the White House, and to remove the Star of the Stripes from our land. And good people, we must believe that, because that is their mission. The most important blessing for us, and the most important fact about 9/11 and our son Todd is that he was a Christian on September the 10th. So you ask, how many of us remember the day before? We don't remember the details. But you know what? In Todd's case, it was all about the day before. He was a Christian. And we know the whereabouts of God's inner soul. And I know the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden's soul. And they just aren't in the same place. That's the most important thing. That's what I have to share with you. You have the freedom right now to decide what to do. What the liberties we enjoy. You have the chance to make that decision. The other thing that's important to me, really, is the ongoing battle. The ongoing war, the ongoing attacks on our culture, our government, our rule of law, our way of life, from fundamentalist Islamic enemy that is real. It's been 10 years since the last attack, but you know the same enemy has been after us for decades. Do you remember the Marines in Beirut? Do you remember our embassies in Africa? Do you remember our naval ship, USS Cole? Do you remember the World Trade Center #1 in 1993? Same enemy, same objective, same tactics. Terror, death, destruction, innocent people as the target, not collateral damage. Same enemy has to give it up. The enemy has tactics in their quest beyond this terror. They employ a tactic of infiltration, and are hard at it. When we have members of the enemy army, members of the Muslim Brotherhood, infiltrating our institutions and our government at the highest levels, when we have this enemy influencing our educational curriculum and textbooks on history being introduced in our school system that glorify Islam, example of their infiltration tactics. When we see America 10 years later, what do we use as weapons to combat this enemy? We boldly employ stances of political correctness. It is not considered tolerant to speak about the reality of this enemy, who they are, what their objective is, and how they're going about it. The enemy is successfully rendering much of us and our culture silent. Peggy and I are going to be in church on this anniversary on a Sunday. We're going to be in a place where there's going to be prayer, some of it out loud. If you go to the 10th anniversary commemoration in Ground Zero in New York, there won't be any. We've been rendered silent. When we see in our current existence this enemy stating that they want to build a victory symbol for their successful attack right downtown New York, they call it a mosque. I call it a victory symbol of what they celebrate, a major attack right in the middle of our homeland. When we see tolerance as to that is a good example. When I hear that this enemy is audacious enough to suggest that some of David Beaver's tax money ought to go and help build this victory